Hello, students. I welcome you all in the new branch of law. So, the topic for today's lecture is law of contract. We are basically going to deal with Indian Contract Act 1872. So, first topic we'll deal with is basic intro of law of contract. Law of contract came in force on 1st September 1872. We all know that this act is before independence, as 1872, so this act was made before independence and it was made by the Britishers. Now it's my request that to all of you to either open your bare acts or open your notes so we can deal with the intro topic regarding sections. There are total 266 sections in Indian Contract Act. Now please open your bare act and let's have a read. Section 1 to 75 deals with the general provisions of the act. Section 76 to 123 deals with Sale of Goods Act. Section 124 to 147 deals with the indemnity and guarantee. It's a very important topic. And section 148 to 181 deals with bailment and pledge. Section 182 to 238 deals with agency. And section 239 to 266 deal with partnership act. So these were the basic contents of bare act that we'll study these all sections under Indian Contract Act. Let me inform you in year 1930, section 76 to section 123, that was sales of goods, was removed, and a separate act was made, that was Sales of Goods Act 1930. And later on in year 1932, section 239 to 266, that is partnership, was removed and a new act was made, that is called as Indian Partnership Act. This was the basic intro regarding Indian Contract Act. So now I'll tell you what actually contract is. Let's start with an example. Suppose first example is I asked to my students that will you purchase my laptop for rupees 30,000. So this is a offer or proposal. Offer or proposal means when we offer someone that he or she is interested to purchase our product or not. And yes, and you all students said, yes ma'am, I am interested to purchase your laptop for rupees 30,000. So this is acceptance. You accept my offer. Fine. I told you what offer is, what acceptance is. I offered you my laptop for rupees 30k and you accepted it by saying, yes, I'll purchase ma'am your laptop for rupees 30k. This is offer and acceptance. When someone offers something, that is called as offer or proposal, and when someone accepts our offer, that is called as acceptance. I'll tell us a statement, a very important statement. You'll read the statement again and again in contract. The statement is, all contracts are agreement, but all agreements are not contract. Listen to me carefully. All contracts are agreement, but all agreements are not contract. So there is a cycle we'll go through. First one is offer. I offered you, right? Proposal or offer are same. I offered you. Second is that you accepted it. I offered you, you accepted it. This is acceptance. Now after my offering and your accepting, there comes a promise, there becomes a promise that yes ma'am, we'll exchange our products, I'll give you laptop and you'll pay me back. Then it's become a promise. Now you can see 30k is the consideration, that is the amount I am selling my product for, that is called as consideration. Proposal, first one is proposal, second one is acceptance, third one is promise. When the goods when you accept, it becomes a promise, and this promise includes consideration. Now with this four stage, we deal with the contract consideration. Now promise, proposal, acceptance, promise, consideration. Now comes agreement. When any goods involve promise, then it comes under agreement. And any agreement that is enforceable by law is called as contract, right? we'll deal with basic formulas. As you all know that now proposal equals to offer. Proposal equals to offer. Then proposal plus acceptance is promise. Promise plus consideration becomes an agreement, right? Now we'll deal with the barracks line. Promise comes under section 2B of Indian Contract Act. Every proposal or offer when accepted becomes promise, right? Agreement definition, let's study the definition of agreement. It comes under 2H. Every promise and every set of promise forming the consideration for each other is an agreement, right? You understood? And right now, an agreement enforceable by law is a contract. Any agreement which our law enforces, which is permissible in the eyes of law, it becomes a contract. I'll give you two examples. Number one example, I am suppose Tanushi. I offers a television on Amazon. I paid the money, but Amazon did not give me the laptop back. I can go in the court and say that yes, I can sue Amazon company for giving my product back. Now what the court can do, court can either say the Amazon company to return my money or to give me my laptop, because there was an intention to create legal object, that if our intention is to create legal object, then we can sue other person and it is also enforceable by it. Second, suppose I and my brother, I said him that you should bring more than 80% in your exams and then I'll give you a mobile, a new phone. After he brings 80% in his exam, I do not give him mobile. So he cannot sue me, because there was no intention to create any legal object and neither this is enforceable by law. Getting? Now you will ask, ma'am, I understood what offer is, what acceptance is, what agreement is, what consideration is, but ma'am, what actually contract is? So any agreement between us become if enforceable by law, becomes an contract. Now you will say, what is enforceable by law? So there are few conditions that if these conditions are fulfilled, these conditions are given in section 10 of Indian Contract Act. If these conditions are fulfilled, then it becomes a contract. First is offer and acceptance. I offered you something, you accepted it. First condition fulfilled. Second, legal obligation, that it is my legal duty to provide you the product. Third is consideration, that there should be a particular amount, that ma'am, I'll sell it for this much or I'll purchase this for particular amount, for say for 30,000, 20,000. Then competent parties, we both parties should be competent, that we are not minor, or we should be mentally stable. And the last one is free consent, that our contract is being done under free consent. There is no pressure or no undue influence of anyone to make a contract. I hope what contract is must be clear to you. Thank you. Vanana.